it's Nelly. What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I actually did my hair. I tried a new makeup routine, which I did film it. It's not going to be on YouTube, but it's going to be on my IGTV. So by the time that this video goes live, this look will already be in my IGTV. So if you like this look, after this video is done, head on over to my Instagram to check it out. But for today's video, I am going to be doing my current beauty favorites. I have not done this video in months, probably even years. I have to check when the last favorites video that I did was. I tend to get into these routines where I'm like, makeup tutorials, makeup tutorials, makeup tutorials. Oh no, my makeup tutorials are not performing well. Let me do something with my home. Let me do something with fashion. I always forget that there are so many other beauty videos that I can include into my beauty channel. I always tend to freak out and trying to find what to film. And you know what? I was like, what the heck? I'm just gonna sit down and do a current beauty favorites because I haven't done one in a while. These used to be my favorite videos to watch on YouTube, and hopefully you guys like it and enjoy it because I have a lot of things to show you since I haven't done this in a couple of months. I'm gonna say months because I feel like I have done this. I have to have done this like less than a year, definitely. But I don't know. I have to go back and check. I can't. I honestly don't remember. I have a lot of products to show you guys, but it's like one of each. I'm not going to show you like 10,000 lipsticks or like 5,000 blushes. I'm only going to show you like my top favorite because I do play with a lot of makeup, but I haven't done this video in such a long time, and I had such a hard time kind of narrowing everything down that I wanted to share with you guys. So I decided that for my sanity, when I'm editing this video, because I talk a lot, I'm just gonna do one of everything and not like a bunch of different things. I hope that made sense. I always say that in my videos. I hope that made sense. I hope that made sense. I say that, like, literally look back, I say that in almost every single video. Anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump straight into it. Let's start off with primers. I actually have two primers to share with you guys, and I said I was only gonna do one of each, but for this particular category, I have two primers that I want to share. So the first one is the Tarte Base Tape. This is a hydrating primer. I love this primer so much. I received this in a Boxy Luxe, I want to say. It was either a regular BoxyCharm or a Boxy Luxe. I don't remember. I know that it was a BoxyCharm. And this is such a good primer. It's super hydrating and it smells delicious. Whenever I put this primer on, I honestly feel like I'm at the beach, laying, catching a tan because it smells like coconuts. It smells like vacation. Like, this smells so freaking good and it is so hydrating. So on the days that my skin is feeling a little dry, a little dull, I love to use this hydrating primer by Tarte. It's incredible, you guys. It is so good. The next primer is the Rejuvenique Oil by Monet. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about Monet the past couple of weeks, but you guys, this oil specifically, this oil has transformed my skin. I don't have any powder today, okay? I only use blush and bronzer powders, but I did not set my under eyes. I did not fill in my pores. And I honestly have to say that it is because of this oil right over here. This has transformed my skin. My skin was bumpy, irritated. I had red breakouts. My pores were super huge, and ever since I started incorporating this into my skincare routine and into my beauty routine, my makeup just looks so beautiful. It applies beautiful, and my skin looks really well. Who am I? My skin looks really good. So I really like it. I really enjoy it. I know it's kind of expensive. Personally, email me if you're interested in the oil and I can send you more information on it, because this is not one of those things that you can just, I don't think so. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna leave it down in the description if it is, but if you can get your hands on this, do it. It is so good. So next up, I have a foundation, and this is the YSL All Hours Foundation. Every single time I wear this foundation, whether it's on camera or in real life, I always get so many compliment on my complexion. So many of you guys always ask me, what foundation do you have on? what are you wearing on your skin? And it is this foundation right over here. Now, it is pretty expensive, but it is so worth it. I love this so much. I use the shade BD35, and when I'm a little bit tan, I go down to BD45, and it fits me great. My mother-in-law actually started using this foundation after she saw it on me because she loved it. It made her skin look so good. Like, she loves this foundation. I have it on today and my skin just looks so freaking pretty. This foundation just makes my skin look so pretty, healthy, natural, glowy. It does say that it's matte, but honestly, if you have a dry skin, because I have dry skin, you're definitely going to be able to wear this because it's not super matte. It's like a natural matte finish, like a natural satin finish. I don't really consider this matte, and if you wear it with like a hydrating primer or even the oil, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Like, this foundation is gorgeous. Okay, so moving on to concealer. I actually have a couple concealers to show you guys. Here I go again. I said I was only going to stick to one, but I have to share them all because they're just so good. So the first one is the All Hours Concealer by YSL. So usually on the days that I wear this foundation, I do like to pair it up with the concealer. I just feel like they both look so great together, and it just looks gorgeous. Like, they both complement each other so well. So I use the shades 4 and 3. 4, I go in to color correct my under eyes, and then I use the shade 3 to kind of highlight just a little bit. It's not too bright, which I like. I love the undertones on these. They're not too orange. They're not too neutral. They're honestly perfect. My AC just turned on, and I hope it doesn't make a lot of noise. They're super creamy, super nourishing for the under eyes. They do not make your under eyes look dry or cakey. So good. Now, they are very creamy and nourishing, so you might experience some creasing with them, but honestly, I cannot live without powder. It's a miracle that I don't have any powder on my face today. I was feeling a little adventurous, and I wanted to try something different, but majority of the time I am caked on with powder, so I don't see it as a problem. But if you don't really like a lot of powder and your concealer to crease, then maybe this one is not the one for you. It's not super full coverage because it is more creamy, more nourishing, but it does a really good job at covering everything up. And I think what I like the most is the formula. I love the formula. That's what I like the consistency, the formula. And then I have 2 drugstore concealers that I am obsessed with, and if you have been following my channel for the past couple months, this is going to come to you as no surprise, but it is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I use the shade Light Sands. I actually have 2 shades on this one. I just picked this one out. I use Light Sands, and I want to say medium. And then the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Light 16. Love these 2 concealers. It's funny, their packaging are almost identical, but I love these 2 concealers. Honestly, if you're on a budget and you want a good drugstore concealer, this one, especially this one, the e.l.f. is incredible. Like, this is so good. They do have one that's not as hydrating as this one, so if you have oily skin, you might want to try their original formula. This one is the more hydrating one, but my under eyes get super duper dry, so I love to have my under eyes really nice and hydrated, especially because I know that I pack on so much powder under my eyes. I want my base to be as hydrating as possible, so I really like the e.l.f. one. The Colourpop one is incredible. Again, I usually use this one to highlight. Like, I have these 2 on my skin today, and I use the e.l.f. to just kind of highlight the center of my face. This one is a little bit more of a drier formula, but they're so freaking affordable that they're just incredible. Like, I love these 2 concealers. So moving on, I want to talk about some glow products. Now, if you guys know me at all, you know that I'm more of a matte person recently. Like, my skin, I like it to be more matte. Again, I'm saying all of these things and I look complete opposite because I do have quite a bit of glow for today's video, but like I said 10,000 times, I was trying something different. So on the days that I do want to kind of spice it up a little bit with highlight, I go in with these two products. This is the iconic London Illuminator in the shade Original. And then I also have the Charlotte Wonderglow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. And I just use these two back and forth. Sometimes I'll use this one, the iconic one. Sometimes I'll use this one. For today, I used the iconic London one. And I have it on the tops of the cheeks. I also have it as a base for my eyeshadow. I have it on my nose. I have it pretty much everywhere. I applied it before I applied foundation. That is how I incorporate glow into my routine without going too crazy, because my skin just doesn't look good. It looks old, it looks bumpy, no, it's not cute. It's not cute. Love highlight. If you have the same problem that I have with the texture and the pores, try a liquid illuminator instead of a highlighting powder and see how you like that better, because honestly, that's how I have found that I can still get the same effect as a powder highlight, but not the same finish, which is that textury vibe. I'm not into that. So these two are great for that. So I want to give a shout out to this product because I feel like I have used this for so many years and I don't think I talk about this enough. But this is the Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the color Warm Almond 6.5. I have this, I've had this for so many years now and I still have so much of it left. Like, look at that. This is what I use to contour my skin, to bronze up my skin. I love this foundation stick. It is great. I love the color of it. I love the undertone that it has. It warms up my skin, but it doesn't make me look orange or red. It's just the perfect undertone and I absolutely love it. I love the formula. It's really nice and thin but pigmented, which I love to have for a cream contour. So even though it is technically a foundation stick, I do use it to contour my face and I love it. Like I said, I've been using this for years and I love it. Sometimes I feel so bad because I use this so much and I don't ever incorporate any new products like to cream contour with, that I'm like, oh, like, you know, I need to go shopping. I need to find something else because I always use this and I want to give you guys options. But if you are in the market for a good cream contour stick, definitely check out the Bobbi Brown foundation sticks. They are great. Okay, so moving on to some powders. You guys know I love me some powder. That is my thing. Powder is everything for me. I love, 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 love my powders. So I have a couple powders to share with you guys that I have just been in love with for the past couple of months. First up is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I found out about this product from I.Love Sarai. She used to use this all the time. I think she still does. And her under eyes always just look so great and so smooth and not drying at all. So when I started, so I went to Ulta, picked it up, really affordable. I mean, more affordable than other powders, and I have been obsessed ever since. I have not touched my Laura Mercier ever since. Laura Mercier I love, but I have like a love and hate relationship with that powder because sometimes it makes my under eyes look extremely dry and sometimes it works. So I'm like, I don't know. So I have been using the Dermablend powder and I love it, you guys. I use this to set my under eyes, to bake, to set the rest of my skin. Like, I love this translucent powder and I like it because it doesn't give me flashback. I love to pack on this powder and I've never had a problem with flashback, and I do take most of my pictures with flash, so that is a good thing. I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, right? Yes, so this one I like more for an overall set all over the skin. I don't really use this under my eyes just because it does have kind of like a luminosity to it. And I want my under eyes to be nice and matte. So I don't really use this one for the under eyes. But I do use it to kind of just dust all over the skin, maybe bake with it a little bit, like the bottom half of my face. But I don't really use it to set my under eyes. I use it more to just kind of set the rest of the skin, and I really, really, really like it. I love this powder. If you have mature skin, this is going to look great on your skin because it has like a nice dewy, kind of glowy finish to it. So it makes mature skin look so nourished, so delicious. I have one of these powders in my kit, so whenever I'm doing Mother of the Bride or anything like that, I know that I have this powder because it just looks so gorgeous on mature skin. So I love, love, love this powder. The next powder is the KKW Beauty Brightener in number 2. Now this powder is kind of like my little secret. I don't really talk about it as much as I use it. I use this powder every single time I do my makeup. Sometimes when I'm filming my makeup tutorials, I do my whole face routine, and then once I'm taking pictures, I'm like, oh, my under eyes need a little more. So I always go back in with this powder and add just a little bit more brightness. Now this powder is bright, okay? This little baby it's bright. It is such a bright powder, and it has a pink undertone to it, which is great to color correct any darkness that you might have under the eyes because of this light pink peachy undertone that it has. If you don't like a super bright under eye, this is not for you. This is not for you because this will make your under eyes bright. And if you go in with a damp beauty sponge and really get the sponge in there and set your under eyes, oh my god, your under eyes are going to be bright. I love this. Now, one thing I do have to say about this that I've seen a couple people say they don't like it. You have to get in there and like kind of scrub. For some reason, this powder is so like compacted in here that it's kind of hard to get some of the products out. So you do have to go in there and kind of work your brush in order to get enough out. This is so, so, so good. I need to give a huge shout out to the LONDON Cosmetics Complexion Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. I mostly use the shade Fair Light, but I do also use the medium kit when I do have more of a tan. This is everything. Okay, this complexion kit is everything. This is, if you are a makeup artist, if you are a traveling makeup artist, you need these kits. Okay, Gabby, which is the owner of Alamad, she really nailed this product. She made sure that every single skin tone was covered. She gave us options. I love this kit. I love the formula of this kit. I love how it looks. It's actually what I used to bronze today. It's just the perfect undertone, you guys. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's perfect. Before this, my go-to bronzer was Hoola. After this, I don't even know where Hoola is. Who is she? Okay, at this point, honestly, this is all I use. I love this kit. It is incredible. The brightener shade, it's amazing. I also use this under my eyes to brighten. I use this shade to bronze, and then I use the darkest shade to powder contour, and sometimes I mix the two. Actually, most of the time I mix the two to just go all over the skin and give me like an overall bronzy complexion. I love this kit. You need it. It has hyaluronic acid, which makes the skin look delicious and plump and youthful, and it's incredible. Gabby killed this collection trio palette. Moving on to some blushes. I have 3 to show you guys. So the first one is this Sigma blush palette. This one, I like the whole palette, but overall I want to talk about this middle shade right over here. It's called Pinkin. This is what I have on my cheeks today. This is my go-to blush at the moment. Whenever you want to know what blush I have on, it's pretty much this one from Sigma. I don't know if they make it individually. I will check for you guys, and if they do, I will put it down in the description. Overall palette is gorgeous, but I do have to say that the one that I use the most is this middle baby pink shade. It's just my favorite. It's my go-to, and I love it. Love the formula. Love how pigmented it is. This blush will stay on me for hours. Blush is like the first thing to go from your skin, and with this particular blush palette, I don't have that problem. I apply it in the morning and I'll have it for the rest of the day, which I love that. And another blush that I want to show you guys is the Wonder Beauty Trip for Two palette. Again, I only use this palette mostly for the blush that comes in here. This blush is called Daiquiri. It is so pretty. It's a little bit darker. It's actually a lot darker than the Sigma one. So I'm going to put the two together. These two. You see the difference? Daiquiri. It's a lot darker, but it's still in the same family. So on the days that I want something a little bit more muted and not as baby pinkish, I usually go for this one. It's so pretty. And the bronzer in this palette is really pretty, but I can only use it when I have a tan, because if not, it's too dark for me. But it is a really, really beautiful formula and color. It's just at this very moment, this bronzer is too dark, but this blush is everything. Okay, then the last blush that I want to show you guys is the Benefit Cosmetics Georgia Blush Topper. Now this is like a blush. Yeah, it's like a, it's not really, I don't consider it a blush because it's really light. I consider it more of like a blush topper. It's this one right over here. It smells so good. It smells like peaches. It smells delicious. And it is the most beautiful peachy shade with a nice sheen to it. Now it is really nice and light, so if you have a lighter complexion, like fair skin, this is probably going to look absolutely gorgeous on you. But my skin is that weird in between shade where it's not really light and it's not medium. It's like right in the middle. So this for me is a little bit too light. So what I do is that once I do my blush, go over my blush with this product, and it just adds the most beautiful sheen to my cheeks. I have it right here on the apple of the cheek, and it just, see how glowy that looks? That is all this little baby right here. It has like a really pretty pinky, it's like a, you can't even see it. It's very, very, very light, but it is gorgeous, and I love it as a blush topper. Okay, so I only have one eyeshadow palette to show you guys, and I decided when I was looking through my eyeshadow palettes, I'm like, okay, like which one am I going to talk about? Because I know I want to talk about an eyeshadow palette. Which one have I been using the most? And it's definitely the KKW Beauty and Mario the Artist and the Muse palette. This is the palette that I reach for the most in my collection. This is the palette that I actually have on today. I have on all of the matte brown shades, and then on the lid I have Beauty Campaign, this one right over here. That's what's on my eyes, and I love this palette. I have some pops of colors right here with the pinks and the blues. It has a nice gold, it has a nice mustardy shade, it has really nice transition shades. These are definitely the tones that I'm into at the moment. I'm definitely into the more neutral, warm, eye kind of simple, kind of matte, nothing too crazy, and I think that this palette just works for me. Okay, so before I jump into lips, really quickly, I want to talk to you guys about this lash glue. This is the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive in the dark tone. This is new from Duo. I actually picked this up, I want to say like 4 months ago, maybe even less. I don't quite remember, but no, it was definitely more because we've been in quarantine for like 2 months now. Yeah, I want to say maybe like at the end of last year, I think. I don't know, guys. I don't even know what day it is today, to be honest. But I picked this up because it said that it was fast drying. I've been dying to try the glue by House of Lashes, and I always am like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, and I forget. So when I was shopping at Walgreens, and I saw that they had this one, and it was from Duo. It was in the dark tone, and it said it was very fast drying. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So I tried it, and I am obsessed with this lash glue. This dries so quickly, like you don't even have time to blow on your lashes. You apply the glue to the lashes, and then you gotta pop them on because it dries that quickly. And I also love the applicator because it's not really a brush, it's more of like a paddle, which I love. Gotta work fast with it though because it dries super duper quick, so you got to work fast. I can't believe I forgot this. Okay, I just found these. I always confuse them with lipsticks, but I want to talk about the Revolution Pro Cream Blushes. Now, if you've been watching my videos for the past couple months, you know that cream blush has been my thing. Love the way that it makes my cheeks look. I think it's the perfect base for the powder blush. That's probably why my blushes have been lasting a lot longer, because I always do give them a base to kind of stick to. And these by Revolution Pro, oh my goodness, these are so good, and they're only 10 bucks. My favorite colors are Peaches and Harmony. These two shades are so gorgeous. I have on the Peaches shade as a base for today's blush, and I love it. It has a nice cooling effect to them. So when you first apply them on your cheeks, they feel really nice and cool. If you guys have tried the Buxom lip glosses, you know they have like a really nice cooling effect. That is exactly how these feel. They give me like a nice cold sensation to my cheeks, and I love them. I love them so much, and they're super affordable, and I cannot live without these. Like if I have to pick a top favorite product that I own, it would be these. These are so good. They're so good. So if you're into liquid blush, or if you're into blush at all, you definitely need to try them. They're great. Moving on to the lip, I have a couple things to show you guys, because honestly this whole favorites video could be on lip products. So if you guys like this video, and if you want me to do a video dedicated just to my lip favorites, let me know, because I can totally do one. That's just gonna be a whole completely separate video, because I have a ton. So I have a couple here that I want to talk about. The first thing is my favorite lip liner at the moment. It's the KKW Beauty lip liner in Nude 2. It is a lip liner that I have on today. I wear this lip liner almost every single time I do a nude lip. I love it so freaking much. This is my go-to. This is the one that I just love this. This is everything. This is honestly, it's the only lip liner I've been using. It's a really nice warm brown. It is, if you are very fair, this is not for you. This is gonna be dark on you, but it works for me, and I love it to contour the lips and make my lips look nice and bigger. It's just my favorite. I use this, honestly, I use it every day. I love it. So next we have three lipsticks that I want to talk to you guys about, and they're all in the same color family because all I wear is nudes. The first one is the KKW He's a Mixer shade. This is a really pretty nude peachy lipstick. This is gorgeous. I love this lipstick. It's my go-to. Again, I always wear these two together. I just love it. It gives me like that 90s vibe. It's gorgeous. Next, we have the Too Faced Skinny Dipping one, and this one is just a little bit darker than the KKW one. It's right over here. It's definitely more brownie. It has more like it's like a peachy reddish undertone. It's gorgeous. I love this shade. So if I don't want to wear something as nude as He's a Mixer, I would go in with Skinny Dipping. Or another way that I have been doing it is I would go in with Skinny Dipping, and then I do He's a Mixer on the center to kind of contour the lips. I love that look. And then my most recent favorite, and it's actually the one that I'm currently wearing, is the Dose of Colors Glazed shade. This is what this one looks like. This one is more pinky, like a more pinky peachy. It has more of like that salmon color vibe. I love it. I have it on my lips today. It's been my go-to, you guys. Honestly, this one and the He's a Mixer are the ones that I'm mostly wearing all the time. I love how creamy and buttery and amazing and juicy they make your lips look. They don't dry them out. That's been my go-to. Those have been my go-to lipsticks. And then for lip gloss, I have two that I always wear. So this is the Proud of You lip gloss from KKW and Mario. Again, their collection was just everything. I loved that collection. So this one is it right here. Again, it has that more peachy nude undertone. And then my second gloss is the Chanel Scintillantes 131 gloss. Whenever I have this gloss on, I always get so many compliments from you guys. Always. And I never know how to pronounce the name. But it is this beautiful pinky gloss, and it is the gloss that I am currently wearing. It has a nice kind of pink sparkle to it, and it's beautiful. Okay, I wear this all the time. And every time I wear it, see how it just added like a little sparkle? Every time I wear this lip gloss, I always get so many questions from you guys asking me what it is that I have on my lips. That that is going to be it for this current favorites. I have some new stuff, some old stuff, maybe some things that you've never heard of before. I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to share some of my favorites. You see these products in most of my videos, but I've never actually like sat down and told you guys why I like them or how they work or why they're my favorite. So I think I did that today, and I hope that you guys like this video. Let me know if this is something that you do like, because maybe I can start doing these again once a month. I miss those types of videos, so if you do enjoy watching favorites, let me know that in the comments so that I can start doing more of them. Also, let me know what other products I should try. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see here on my channel. It could be drugstore, high-end. Let me know. Let me know what you want to see me try, put on my skin. Let me know all of that. So yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.